Hi, and welcome to Future Focus. Today we're talking about the future of financial services and payments, specifically how open banking and embedded finance might change small business finance and empower small business owners to make better financial decisions and take fuller control of their financial lives. Joining us today to demystify these complex topics is fintech fanatic Ghela Boskovich, who's the head of Europe and regional director at FDATA and founder of FemTech Global. Welcome, Ghela.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here, James.
It's fantastic to talk to you. And maybe just to start off, could you start by telling us what is an open data economy in your eyes?
An open data economy is an open sharing data economy. It's about being able to share your intelligence and insights about you with another provider. Your information may sit with, for example, a bank, but you choose to share it with a different provider that allows them to provide you customized, bespoke services, much more personalized, relevant services that perhaps your primary financial service provider can't.
Sometimes these things can creep up on us, these technologies. How would a small business know if they're already using open banking or embedded finance?
Well, if you're a small business that has decided to connect your account to a service provider, that's open banking. You're giving them insights into your payments and your transaction. You've done it under permission. There's a consent, an authentication step that you have to do, and that's open banking. Embedded finance is a little bit different. It's about trying to execute financial services without leaving the thing that you're doing. So if you need to make a payment, if you need to look for credit, if you need to look at your invoice stacks and your accounts receivable, and it gives you kind of a flag that there is a transaction that needs to be made, but you don't have to leave that application to do that transaction, that's embedded finance. It's really about enabling the action of moving your money or doing something with your money without actually leaving the task that you're doing in order to execute that transaction.
So there's obviously lots of benefits and opportunities for small businesses when it comes to open banking and embedded finance, but what are the key top benefits and opportunities that you see?
What I see is much more dexterity and responsiveness to the individual business need. You actually get a full 360 view of your financial position. If you're sharing insights around what you're saving or how you're potentially investing or what your insurance costs are for a fleet or what your payroll needs are, and then you look at your forecast on the cash flow, having all of that in one place and having the analysis of that. So if I do something over here, how does that impact my financial wellness over here? If I have to respond quickly to a supplier demand or it's a fluctuation in price, what does that actually mean for my ability to deliver on payroll or to cover rent or to ensure that the utilities are paid? Or what if I have an adjustment in my insurance premium? What does that actually look like on the other side? And it's having that real-time insight that gives you an actual position of where you are, but allows you to, again, understand the impact of other actions and to respond to those needs. Maybe you need credit a little bit sooner than you thought, or maybe you don't need as much, but having a much more accurate view of what you're doing and how those activities actually impact your entire financial position is what open banking and open finance are really bringing to small businesses.
And how do you see open banking and embedded finance evolving in the future?
Well, we're just at the very beginning in terms of delivering on open banking. Open banking is really just payment information. So payments in those transactions, that's what we're sharing now. We're looking at expanding the legal framework to include savings, investment, insurance, credit, lending, and on that intelligence around a full financial life. And once we do that, again, we'll see a better, more holistic view. But we're moving beyond that. In some jurisdictions, we've actually moved to smart data or open data, which is where you start to share intelligence from your health life or your telecom life or your utility life or your transportation life with another provider. And we're starting to see innovative services and products happen at that intersection of those different sectors and that data, that insight being smushed together to produce an entirely new view, which allows us to innovate new products and services off the back of that. And that's where we're going.
It's been so excellent talking to you today, Ghela, and just getting some of your insights in this really, really dynamic space. Thanks for spending time with us today.
My pleasure. Thank you.